Yo, so I played about a good 10 hours of Duet Night Abyss already, and I seen Mtashed dropped a review on the game, and you already know we gotta check out my guy Mtashed, see what he's saying about the game. It seems like he did not like it at all, and yeah, I want to see what he's talking about and stuff like that. I heard a couple of his takes on stream, but I wanted to see what the actual video was talking about, so let's get into it. It's a 16-minute video. I hope I don't pause too much. Don't want this to be like a 30-minute video, you know, but Mtash, the problem with his reviews is he usually doesn't get far enough in the game to really have a good review. Like, he'll say, like, I couldn't do this thing, and then, like, that thing that he wanted to do unlocks, like, a minute later. Or, like, in Blue Protocol, which I don't think is the best game ever, but I don't think it was, like, terrible, you know? It was still an MMO. It just was a freshly released MMOs. Most MMOs have been out for like 5+ years, you know what I'm saying? They have like a ton of content built up. This is the same thing. If you compared this game to Warframe, right? I love Warframe. I've been enjoying this game. I understand this game hasn't been out as long as Warframe. I played Warframe when it came out on console. That was years ago. I was playing Frost on a defense mission. That was about like the best thing you could do. You know, you and your homies was running defense missions. That was like one of the craziest things you could do. You know, I thought Destiny 1 was better. Now, 10 years later, Destiny is trash. Warframe is significantly better. Anyways, let's get into the video, see what he's talking about. I don't know why I went out of full screen. Go back to full screen.
Hey everyone, Mtashed here, and tonight
Mtashed here.
I want to make a video on Duet Night Abyss. The servers are kind of falling apart right now, so I don't really want to play much more. I want to discuss.
Let's get like at least 1.25x. At least 1.52x. Oh wait, also
it
let me
looks
make
a
my
lot
camera a
like
little bit
Wuthering
smaller.
Waves to me. Very visually similar. I was like, oh, yo, is that Shorekeeper? The world looks like pretty good. Graphically, I'm fine with it. It's a mixture of First Descendant, Warframe, Wuthering Waves. It's a looter shooter that is very similar.
I think this game has literally nothing in similar with Wuthering Waves. Also, if you're gonna compare to Wuthering Waves is off of Genshin Impact. Let's be real. Let's be real here. Let's be real here. Let's be real here.
Those games so similar that you could even say that there may be a little bit of plagiarism. Yeah, like a little bit of plagiarism. You know, even unlocking a door has the same unlocking mechanic as Warframe. Like literally identical. But
true.
Sometimes you take in some of these other games and you take inspiration and then you make it better. But is this game better than what is already on the market? Or is it just...
I will say no, and that would be... If they released a game better than Warframe on day one release, I think that would be the most insane thing in the world. But I don't think anime games will ever do that, because I think that they know that they can release it a little bit undercooked and do it way better on the next patch. Wuthering Waves did this. Previous gachas have done this. No anime game I've seen has come out fully cooked, I'm going to be honest. Also, Chaos Zero Nightmare I've been playing recently, and... all I'm going to say is Chaos Zero Nightmare had a million bugs. People are losing their accounts. And people will be like, oh, I'll go back to Chaos Zero Nightmare, XYZ, you know, all that type of stuff. I'm just saying, you know, like, don't forget where you came from. Don't forget where your sources came from.
On a inferior product. Let's have a little chat, okay? I think that they made a gacha game, and then they converted it, and it's super apparent.
Yes,
because
I agree with this.
There's so many little chests and little things you need to do, little mini games, but that gates your progression. If you don't do some of these things, eventually you're not going to be high enough level to level up your gear and your weapons, because you can't level up your characters and your weapons and stuff just by grinding. You have to ascend them, and you can't ascend weapons if you're not a high enough rank.
Okay, this is not true. In terms of you need to go collect chests in the open world to level up. I have done literally only story. Also, I've been over leveled for the story every single time I've done the story, and I'm level 38 right now.
But the other problem is they have this.
And the last story I did needed level 32 or level 33.
To level up particular weapons and particular characters, you need to get seemingly regional pieces of loot.
These are not regional. You can infinitely farm these. I don't know why he didn't just click on commission expiration. It literally says it right there.
And I hate that. I really hate that. Warframe can be very obscure and can do that as well. And First Descent, like, I understand that you're going to need different materials to level different things, but I worry.
I'm glad he brought up that warfare because you literally can't farm for
it. Yeah, because there are still gacha vibes. In the first Ascendant, if you want to grind up your gun and you want to grind up all your mods, you can just go slam and grind and farm.
You can do that in Duet Night Abyss.
And you just get the materials and there's no problem. But I'm already starting to worry, like, oh god, am I going to start getting gated because I refuse to go climb that mountain?
I will let you know that they literally let you farm level 100 mods even if you are not strong enough to do it, by the way. There is literally, if I go all the way down here, they literally let you farm these super high level mods. You just need to do the previous stages first in order. That's literally it. Like, you want to go farm a super high level mod, they let you farm it. I don't know where the menu I went for it was, but there was combat for literally level like 100 enemies because I tried doing it and I got absolutely bodied. I don't remember where I went for it, but there was something where you could fight like literally like insanely high level enemies, and I was like, that is crazy that you can even do that. But yeah, next.
Get a chest. If you look at the overall game, you've got different melee weapons, and they're cool. There's very different builds and very different styles.
I think Stance Mods carries their
this is like a
melee weapons
much faster kind of spear glaive type weapon. It felt very different from the sword versus the two-handed sword versus the daggers. That's good. I've got a regular gun.
Ranged
here,
weapons
and,
need some improvements.
You know, this is like an automatic weapon, but also, 2 seconds into the game, I got a flamethrower. So like, I see the potential here of like the power fantasy, the fun factor. I could see what they're trying to cook. You've got the different characters with their different abilities. I don't think anything here is necessarily terrible or bad or wrong or anything. It is anime Warframe. It is anime.
Okay, that's good to call it anime Warframe.
But is this game going to be worth your time? Is it going to be worth playing over some of the other options that are out on the market? And I don't necessarily have that answer. But so far, while I'm playing it, I have felt it is undercooked. The movement mechanics, like the jumping, the climbing, I am phasing through things. It's like the physics.
I think I'm a little biased because I played the betas, but I've also played a lot of Warframe. So I think
it's just missing. My abilities
I still think they
missing.
do need to greatly improve the
they show you
movement.
in one of the boss fights. You can target enemies. Some
but
enemies
each beta they have been doing the movement very like a lot. So I feel like they're at least I know they're working on it.
I in 5 hours or 4 hours or 3 hours.
This disconnect bug he has is crazy, though. I have never had this.
That was like a threat. I fought a boss. It had multiple armor pieces, and you had to break the armor. I was like, oh, here we go. And I one-shot it. I killed it instantly. And I have another buddy that he's playing, and he's a little bit further ahead, and he's just skipping everything, all the story. And he has yet to fight anything. And here's the crazy thing.
This is a unexperienced or like forgot about Warframe experience take. There is nothing in Warframe that is challenging unless you fight something that is like 100 times levels higher than you, and even then people have builds that you kill enemies with on your level 30 frames. Now obviously you forma them multiple times and stuff like that, you've got your catalyst and stuff like that, but like you're fighting level like 9999 enemies as level 30.
In a lot of these gacha games, I feel like there's too much story. I have jumped in it. I'm a twin who has lost my memory in a new world. I came here. I don't know how I got here.
I would say the first chapter of the story is very weak compared to the like new Federation second half.
5% different in all these gacha games, and they have been yapping so much. Like, it is crazy how much story there has been already, and how much downtime there is in between fighting, and how much time there is doing all the different systems and all the different things. Like, I feel like I'm just getting told and tutorialed and talked to, and then I go fight something, and it's like, it instantly dies. Everything just instantly dies. And it's like, oh, Mtashed, you're in the first 3 or 4 hours of the game. Nothing should kill you or be a threat. They did a tutorial for a fire trap, and you could stand in the fire trap for 48 seconds.
I think this is a bad tutorial, but it's also a bad nitpick
it's
because
a little square on the ground.
I don't even know what that tutorial is supposed to be for. I'm gonna be honest.
It's crazy. There has to be some sort of threat. There has to be some reason to get stronger. And I even jumped in. There's like a testing area. I can't even remember how I got into the testing area. I'm seeing if I can find it. I don't remember where it was. Anyways, I loaded into it, and I spawned in enemies that were level 60 when I was level 20. They're tripling me in level, and I killed them.
Yes.
I killed them easily.
Same thing will happen in Warframe.
Okay, that's fine. But then it got me thinking. If I look at all the content in the game right now, like if I go into the combat missions that I can go into, it won't let me load into a lot of the different missions. Like I genuinely can't load into them because I'm not high enough level. And so I can't go into like level 50
I feel like Mtashed wants every game to be PoE 2, but if I remember correctly, he had problems with PoE 2 as well. So like, I have no idea what he wants.
With not a
I have no idea what he wants.
It's like, well, when I unlock this, I'm gonna be able to one-shot it even harder and harder. And like, unless things drastically change, there will never be a moment where like anything's a threat. And in Warframe,
I will say
and in First Descendant,
roguelike
a lot
mode,
of mobs are trash
the
mobs.
boss,
they are.
I died
but
to
there
a
are
boss.
Bosses that are really tough. And so maybe
But
that is the thing, is like, I'm
that's
gonna
also
have
the
to put
only
20,
thing that's
30,
killed me in
40
Warframe
hours
before
into
too.
to
Is
playing
bosses
and getting to all these harder bosses,
insanely
and
high
that's
level
when
mobs
something
or
might
like
actually hurt me or
exiles
kill me, right?
or the Jade
So,
enemies. Oh my god, bro. Don't even get me started on Jade enemies.
I don't know on that factor about the difficulty, but I'm worried about that. The other thing is, there's, and I haven't tested this myself, but one of my buddies who was playing, there seems to be some scaling issues in multiplayer. So when you
I have not played any multiplayer yet.
The enemies don't do any damage to you. Like it's like they can't kill you. But they scale up the HP, so everything is like a bullet sponge, and apparently multiplayer is just a worse experience than solo. And so a lot of people like to jump into a call, hack and slash, vibe with their friends.
I think he's talking about when you're over leveled on enemies and they do 1 damage to you. I don't think that's a co-op problem. Maybe it is, but
and they do it together on a voice call. It's like a good time. But apparently multiplayer is miserable. And so maybe that gets patched. Maybe that's another thing. And again, I haven't experienced that, but that's something I heard from a trustable source. So I'm not feeling like, honestly, the servers are down, and I'm like, oh, whatever. I don't really care. You know?
Dude, this bug he has, this is the worst thing, I'm not gonna lie.
I was like, oh, I want to do another mission. I want to get stronger.
I don't know what this bug is that he has. I have not had this.
I'm like, okay, whatever. I don't really care.
This is the worst thing. I think this is worse than anything he's complained about so far.
On this game. I could make guides. Like, there's a lot of knowledge. I could show you how to do 2 times more damage or 10 times more damage. I could show you how to get these demon.
But then he's gonna say, "What's the point? The point is the grind of the game. That's the whole point of these games."
I don't know if you need it, but also
also gacha players unironically need that. Hey, I'll be making guides by the way. I'm just saying, you know.
I don't know. It just personally feels
you
like
want your Lin to be doing 10 extra damage. I'm your guy.
I don't love Warframe visually, and that's one of the reasons I don't play it long term. I just don't like the look of it. And the First Descendant,
I don't know how people don't like the look of Warframe
as well. I feel like this type of game, you know, maybe also just isn't for me long term. And so maybe I'm coming into it and I'm like, I just don't know if I love it. But I've played a lot of video games in my life, and like when I'm phasing through the terrain and like falling off of things and like my attacks aren't registering and it doesn't feel good to play. That's a problem, and it's very noticeable in this game for me. It just genuinely doesn't feel good. I haven't had a moment where I've had any fun. I just haven't. I'm skipping through the story because like I was reading the story and I was like, it's been 40 minutes. I haven't fought anything in 40 minutes, and I started skipping. And
the other thing is,
15 minutes
realistically, you do need the story for your trial rank, but you don't have to do this. He could have been farming missions and stuff if he wanted to, if he wanted to take a break from the story. I don't know if you knew that, but
skipping, and it's like that.
I think Mtashed has decent takes on stuff, but when it comes to his game reviews,
dude, like
I think Mtashed games reviews are undercooked. I'll be honest.
And then I fight stuff, and
I love when Mtashed goes in on a game. I love it, but
I've played Diablo and Path of Exile, and I blow up waves.
Like,
waves
if he just gets a little bit farther in the games he reviews, I think they would be way better reviews. Or if he just experiences a little bit more.
Power fantasy, but I don't feel like I should be this powerful like 2 seconds.
I think the Unk Age is getting to Mtashed. Honestly, I think the Unk Age is getting to him. I think he's getting to him. You know,
essentially one shot me if I don't learn the attack patterns, and it's like there's a reason I'm farming all this easy stuff to get better gear to fight those bosses. You know,
yes.
Like, and again, maybe that.
I don't know if Mtashed has played Elden Ring, but like,
you know.
His last couple reviews, I feel like he wants the gotchas he's playing
like, I'm worried
to be
about
like
I'm
Elden
worried,
Ring.
like sitting there, like, am I gonna have any fun? Because currently I don't know. I think that the game is undercooked. I think that,
and I can agree
with
this. A lot
of systems here that feel like they are gotcha systems, and then they try to convert, and they've done a pretty good job. And I see the vision, but you know.
Yeah, I don't think he knows you can farm for everything infinitely.
Did it make
I feel like he doesn't know that.
Not what it could have been. But we'll see. I'm going to play more. I just can't right now. I literally can't run around. I will do an update.
I think the server bug is really bad that he has, though. I cannot. There is no denying this. If this is happening every 10 seconds in your game, this is unplayable.
So I don't have much more to say. I don't want to get into like every single minutia of like all the systems and everything. It's essentially just Anime Warframe or First Ascended. Like it's copy and pasted. Some of it's like, and again, like you.
I mean, I would argue First Ascended is copy pasted Warframe as well.
Two games to copy, and like some of the characters.
Like we're at an era where Warframe is so successful that there's Warframe likes.
They're like the exact same kit. It's literally copied, and so it's like. If you're doing that, then you'd better make a good game or like a better game. Like you got the blueprints here, just follow them, you know. And so when it comes out like this, I just kind of feel like you made a cheap product. I just it's hard to be impressed. It's hard to be like, oh wow. I say these things and then I just feel like I'm a jerk. Like do I just hate gaming? No, I don't. I've really enjoyed Chaos Zero.
You hate gaming. You hate every single game. Your reviews are
Imagine. Arc Raiders is coming out in 3 days. I cannot wait for that game. I'm texting.
I could not stand Arc Raiders. Oh my god.
I think it's a good game. The sound design, the visuals.
But my thing with Arc Raiders, I think the game is literally just not for me, and I can accept that. Arc Raiders feels like Death Stranding with PvE and PvP on the side. I'm not gonna lie.
It's an incredible experience. Some of these games just suck. I think they just
way
fucking
too
suck.
slow of a game for me.
So, yeah.
Chaos Zero Nightmare though is amazing.
I hope I'm wrong. I hope that.
I haven't watched his Chaos Zero Nightmare review, but I wonder if he's talked about how bugged the game is, because the game is really bugged.
And everyone loves it, but
I feel like that is one of the majority things of his game. Like he has that disconnect problem.
Bye
bye. All right. Another person reviewing his thing. Yeah, anyways, oh, he has a pinned comment. You don't have to explore to ascend your characters. Okay, so he learned that. Nice. TLDR thinks it's not fun. Up to preferences. Mobile I heard mobile version is absolute terrible. Don't let Mtashed know that Warframe players are killing. Yeah, same thing I said. I played this game before. Don't play this on mobile. Game's undercooked. Back to CZN. I don't know why you would put CZN on hold. Like, are you guys not able to play 2 games? I don't know. Well, okay, people said that WoW had a terrible launch. At least it didn't have constant buffering. They didn't have a game to buffer. You couldn't even get into the game for a lot of people. Anyways, yeah, I've been enjoying the game personally. Like I said, I am currently level 38. I'm going to be streaming on Twitch, twitch.tv/gibbb. Let me know what you guys think about the game. What if your, things that you think they need to work on or things that you've been enjoying. And yeah, I'll see ya